Mike Carey here, and you're listening to the So We Don't Forget podcast. And there you go.
Welcome to So We Don't
there.
Forget, the podcast where two siblings talk about stuff so we don't forget. I'm Felicia.
And I am Jeremy.
Welcome.
Welcome, everybody. This is episode 66, and we're going to talk about Wisconsin Dells.
That's right, Big Buddy.
We're switching it up. Well, not switching up, but we're going with the thing. Which I will say, shout out to Brandon because he gave us a great idea for some future episodes. Because after, I think it's next week, I was like, I don't know what we're going to do. He gave us a great series we're going to do. So
it's going to actually be fantastic.
It is. We're gonna first. We were like, I don't know how we're doing. Felicia's like, we should do it this way. I'm like, consider it done.
You know, I always got ideas.
So maybe we'll tell you then. We'll dangle the carrot just for now. We do this. But today, like I said, we're talking about Wisconsin Dells. I haven't been there in a number of years, but Wisconsin Dells is very, very, very nice. I don't remember how long it's been. I want to say 2017. Last time I was there. 2018, somewhere around there. 2017.
Wow. I went after that, but I don't remember what year it was. So
yeah. Guess that just means we got to go back.
I guess it does. I'll go ahead and start out. This is something
right
Jeremy
into
would love to do. The Railway Museum. That's right. All
What?
about trains.
I didn't know they had that there.
If you know something about Jeremy, he loves the choo-choos.
I do. There's a home video of because there's a what do you call that? A railroad by my parents' house. And as a kid, I looked at my dad. I said, "Film me watching the train, Dad."
Oh,
And I just sat there and just stared at it.
Well, he stood there.
I love the trains, which is funny because then for my job for a little bit, I messed with trains, rail cars and stuff.
He messed with them. But yeah, you can go there and see all the trains. Jeremy loves a good museum. If you love a good museum, there's actually a number of museums in Wisconsin.
We keep talking about museums, and I really, really want to go to one, like a fun one. I love museums. I don't know if I know you guys have heard me mention it about like U.S. history and stuff, but I love history and like how like things work and stuff like that. I'm a nerd for that stuff. I love it.
He's a nerd.
I did get an A+ in U.S. history. That's like the fifth time I've said it. But
any
any chance I can put it in there, man, you let it know. That's what she said. I'm just gonna start off a very classic thing, and that's the Ducks.
Yeah, the Duck Army Boat Tours.
There it is. I couldn't remember the name. I knew Felicia would have it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Those are fun because they are this, like, I'm sure Jeremy the picture up this.
I'm saying because I feel like it's if you don't know what it is, you're like, what the is the duck?
It has wheels on it, so you drive on the road.
What is it called? An amphibious vehicle?
Just do Wisconsin Dells.
No, I found
Duck
it.
Army.
I was wondering what they're. Oh, well.
But yeah, you drive it on the road, and then they just gun it into the water.
It's basically a boat. There you go. That's
but
better
you can
picture.
drive it. You can drive it on land as well.
Mm-hmm. I haven't been on it in forever, but
I remember the first time, and all of a sudden they start going for the water, and you're like, okay. And there's usually a pretty big splash, I feel like, when you get into the water.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool because you can see all the
last time we went, I remember Doug and I were like, oh, we should go. And they're like, it's expensive. Like, oh, we're going to go. And I forget how much it was. And we're like, you know what? We're good. We're going to do something else instead.
It is pretty pricey. I'm not sure what
that
the price
was like
is now.
However many years ago.
Let's look. Because, that price.
What'd you say is the name of it? The one you saw?
The Army Duck Tours. Wisconsin Dells, of course.
It says it's 55 minutes.
Okay, it's an hour, but how much are you paying?
I'm trying to figure it out right now. Damn, it's more than I thought. It's more than it was before. It's $40 for an adult.
Yeah, because like if you're doing other stuff,
for a child.
So $40 per adult for an hour.
When we went, it was like 30 something, I think, and that's for like no thanks.
I bet you when we went as a kid, it was probably $15, $20.
It probably was. It wasn't cheap then either. But
maybe it was $10. That'd be crazy.
Who knows? I remember that as a kid, but man,
but
love
it is
the Ducks.
fun. There's a lot of big like rocks. I mean, I say rocks, but they're huge, as big as buildings.
Yeah, the biggest in the world.
In the water.
That's a Severance reference for those who didn't get it.
They show you all the stuff. I think it's a river actually you're getting in. But
remember that for some reason it made me think of the song Rivers and Roads. Ever heard that song?
Roads.
It's a good song. Rivers and Roads. I'll have to throw it in the band chat. It's a good song.
Throw it in the band chat.
Speaking of the band, make sure you follow us, Pointe Hope.
Yeah, check us out. We got some stuff up. We got
some
more
stuff
coming up. You know, we're always working on that stuff. Always got ideas. Me and Jeremy just came up with a little I guess our thing that we got that we'll be working on to come out soon.
Many things.
The thing that, well, yeah, I mean, there's the reels, but then there's also, there's Jeremy. But then there's also the other thing that includes the songs. And you're like, okay, I got to work on this, but I have to work on the other thing that's longer.
Got the live stream.
Yes, what I'm saying.
Many things in the works.
Yeah, and trying to get it all out, you know?
And we're still doing this podcast for you guys, even though how busy we are. Look at that. You guys
should be so appreciative of us.
You should. We should be very much. Also, a quick shout out to our friends over at Mic Cover.
Yeah, go check out Mic Cover.
Which I want to say, they don't pay us to say that every week. We just actually really like the product, and
we
like the people over there, especially Ryan, because he's the main guy. But
he's
we love Mic Cover. Let me check on their website right now and just double check there's no sales or anything.
He's that guy. But make sure you do click our affiliate link down below.
Doesn't look like any sales right now, but the sale that we do have is use code BIGBUDDY for 10% off your order, which I have used myself to buy this one right here and the one I had over there. So
that's right. Make sure you go ahead and check it out.
Let it rip. Anyway, yeah. So I said the Ducks because that's a staple out there.
I'm gonna go ahead and say let's keep it on the boats. The Ghost Boat Tour.
What is that?
It's after dark and it's haunted. Like real. They tell you
like
real,
on the water.
Yes, they tell you real
that's
ghost
even
stories
creepier.
of the area. I had wondered if Brandon would do it.
If Brandon and them would go, I would go. But other than that, I'm not going. Because to me, like, water's already kind of scary.
Yeah.
But like when it's dark, like, do you remember when we were on the cruise ship and we looked out and it would look like a wall of black? Like there was nothing. It looked like a void. That was scary. I remember I looked down and saw some of the waves. I'm just looking out. I'm like, I can't do this. I need to move. I freaked myself out.
Yeah, you just see nothingness.
It scares the At one point, we saw like a ship way out in the distance. That's the only thing we saw. Other than that, I'm like, all right, going back inside. Nope.
All right, that's enough for me.
I am good.
But you can go on a ghost boat tour. The thing is that it's dark, but you're in like a river, I'm pretty sure. So it's not like
rivers and roads
into the ocean of nothingness.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then I'm sure it's spooky because they're telling you like ghost stories and shit.
Spooky, scary skeletons run shivers down your spine.
So I think you should check that out if you like ghosty stuff. I'm sure it's very popular around ghosty time.
Oh yeah. That was your turn, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna be a general here and say because it's the water park capital of the world, the water parks. Got Mount Olympus, you got Kalahari, you have a bunch of other ones I can't think of at the moment right now.
Noah's Ark, the most popular. That's the biggest popular in America.
For some reason, I lost my mind, but yeah, it's literally the water park capital of the world, and Noah's Ark is the biggest one. I've never been to Noah's Ark, but I've been to Kalahari. Actually, I'm at problem at
Kalahari is really nice.
I like that place. We got to stay. It wasn't with Felicia because that was the year that we had vacation 1 week off from each other. We went to the Kalahari, but we stayed in a cabin.
Yeah, I wasn't there, so I don't know
you
about
weren't.
that.
I forget how that all worked out. All of a sudden, like, oh, they have vacation the week after us. I don't know how that worked out.
Well, we had our vacation picked, and then afterwards,
that's what it was. They were like,
you guys were like, just take this week off instead, and we're like, we can't switch it because Jamal can't switch his vacations.
Right. Well, I didn't know back then, and also they just said take this week of vacation. I'm like, okay, so that's what I did.
Yeah, but I do have to say the Kalahari is really nice. I never stayed there, but I have walked around in there. I went through their arcade,
water park, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, their lobbies are nice. There's like
where they had the prom is nice. Gift shop is nice. Remember?
There's taffy.
Oh, you were not. That vacation I was talking about, they had free cookies every day. So we would go.
I wouldn't know.
There was a cookie bar, and you put frosting on it and sprinkles. So that's what we would do every day. I go for a cookie right now. I'm hungry. If you didn't know.
But I have to say their arcade is really big. There's even like go karts in there. There's like a obstacle course, but it's in the air.
They also have, or no, was that the different one? Let me think. Is that the one? I think. I don't remember because we stayed somewhere else with Uncle Dave. I think it was that one. Yeah. Because they have indoor, like an outdoor water park, but also an indoor one.
Kalahari does?
Yeah. If I remember, my mind is correctly remembering this. I remember we were out, because there's an outside one and it was kind of cold, but then we went inside and it was nice.
I just know that is like the nicest hotel you could stay at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically it's called a resort, but that's the nicest you can stay at.
It's a small water park, but Noah's Ark is the big one. I do want to go to Noah's Ark someday, but also
Noah's Ark's outside.
Yeah. So if I do water park, it has to be like nice out and like hot because
we'll say because then you're gonna walk around soggy all day.
That too. Yeah. But yeah, just so it's a water park capital of the world for a reason. They have many of them.
Marking mine off of the
Which is, it's always funny to me that they say that when it's literally in Wisconsin, and it's only
you
like
can only
warm
access it for
like
months.
maybe May to like maybe September if you're lucky. Probably more
Probably
like
not
August.
May. Sometimes even June. It's not that warm.
That's
yet.
true. That's true. I'd say May on a good years, but most likely it's gonna be June. And it's gonna be like mid-June. It's not like beginning of June. Which I just gotta say, I hear clips of people talking about Wisconsin, but they always call it Wisconsin. Like, oh, in Wisconsin. It's like, no, you
learn how to
dumbass.
talk.
I literally commented on a comedian who was making fun of Wisconsin, and I said, it's Wisconsin, not Wisconsin.
You dumb.
He did not respond. Anyways.
Rude. I have on here
Indeed-o.
Pirates Cove Adventure Mini Golf.
Ooh.
Very nice mini golf. I did go there. We went with Jamal and his sister and mom. It's one of those like bigger ones, you know, they
Like
got
the fancy
themed.
ones?
Yeah, they got it themed really well. It's cool because like it's one where you like, you know, you're walking and then you like kind of go up.
Right.
So you're up pretty high above the road actually while you're up there golfing. But it's nice. Nice views. You can see a part of the river from there. I don't know. The river must be around a lot there because I feel like I see it a lot.
Yeah,
when we're over
must
there.
be big.
I was like, what was that? So if you like mini golf, you should go there.
Love me some
It
mini golf.
was, if you want to compare it to, okay, you know what Congo River was?
Yes, I do.
That like times 10.
Hmm.
And how sad that Congo River is gone because how nice was it to have like a cool mini golf place like close.
Yeah, I missed it. I even played, true story, one of the softball teams I had, they sponsored a team, it was called Congo River, and we won the championship. So, I don't remember if mom told them, or I think that's what mom told me or something, I don't remember, but the place like let the whole team come and do mini golf for free. They even gave us tokens.
I remember that.
And then I remember I had the tokens left over because that was the year I graduated. And then for when I graduated that year, a few months later, or the next year, I think it was. Was it? Maybe the next year. Anyway, however long it was later, I still had tokens left over. Or no, I'm thinking of something different.
Are you?
Let me think. Yeah, I'm thinking of something different. Sorry. Different
Oh.
story. But the Congo River thing did really happen. I remember it was very hot out, and I remember seeing pictures afterwards, and I had the jersey on, which was great, and I was just sweat everywhere. Because they had us go in the little arcade room, and it was just like all this body heat of people, and there was no air movement.
No airflow.
It was horrible. I remember the whole time just doing this at my hat, but like, man, I'm kind of hot. And I saw pictures, I'm like, damn.
Where are all those pictures at?
I don't know. I'm a sweaty boy. I'm pretty sure all those are on the old computer that doesn't work anymore.
Lost?
Mom and Dad still have it. We had a bunch of pictures at one point, and their computer got reset, and then they lost it. It's because their computer was so old. There's a lot of family pictures we don't have.
They should have backed that all up.
I think that's part of the reason I'm such a digital hoarder. Like every video that I've ever filmed for like vlogs and stuff, I have every single file on like 3 different hard drives.
That's sad because how many pictures are just missing?
This is where someone's gonna comment like, "Well, if you had the physical pictures, blah 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 blah." You know what?
The same.
That's not the way it works. I don't know.
Talking past. But I was gonna say, I remember when we were at that thing for Congo River though, like everyone was talking about going to Warped Tour.
I remember
and I
that.
was like, I want to go to
were
Warped
sad.
Tour.
Me too.
But yeah, I didn't go.
But then we did get to go. I miss Warped Tour. They're bringing it back this year, but it's not the same.
Yeah, but I wanted to go back in the day when it was like.
Yeah. If they announced Warped Tour like a full tour right now, would you go?
Yeah.
Me too. I would absolutely. I would already be like, hey, I'm just telling you now, this day I'm not coming to work. I'm not coming to work. What if they're like, hey, you can't because I don't care. I am not coming to work this day. I would even consider maybe going to Chicago. Well, no, I go to Milwaukee because Milwaukee's the better one.
Milwaukee's like, yeah, and I
Plus
like
it's Summerfest.
that's on the Summerfest ground, so like, you know where it's at.
I remember the first year we went, we were sitting eating pizza like on the side of that like structure. It was like the only shade we could find. I know I had pizza. I don't know what you guys had.
I don't remember.
But I remember we had snacks in our bag and stuff too. I remember it was the only shady area we had. Like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, because it was warm.
We went in 2016 and 18. We didn't go in 2017. I forget why. I think it's also I think it's mainly because the bands we wanted to see weren't playing because it was like certain bands you play every other year.
Imagine if they had a full one, but they brought back all like the
like
old
Yellow Card.
bands.
Would they bring them back? Think about it, especially right now because like the whole pop punk scene is back. Because like I kind of died off for a little bit there. Now it's all back.
It's back, but not. It's not on the radio though.
No, I don't listen to the radio anyway though. So, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't feel like it's ever gonna get to that point.
No. I think mainly it's like people like us, like who are nostalgic for it and like remember it. So they're just like, I'm gonna go to those shows. Like Yellow Card, they said they're playing the biggest shows they've ever played right now.
Really?
Ever. Like even from before.
I would like to say this for everyone who is listening or watching. Yellow Card is actually friends with me on TikTok.
Me too.
So
me too.
Suck it.
Just want to say.
And they don't follow everyone that follows them.
Nope.
Before you even try to say that.
Nope.
Not
because
even close.
when they first got their TikTok. They said, "Oh, we're only gonna follow so many people, whatever." And I was one of those people too. I remember they followed Felicia first, and I was mad. I'm like, "Are you serious?" And they followed me. Okay, I seen a comment the other day. It said something like, "The fact that Yellow Card and I are friends on TikTok still blows my mind." Me too. So Yellow Card, I see you and I love you.
They're probably like my best friend, you know.
Yeah,
they're
me
probably
too.
They're probably texting me right now.
And they're probably gonna take us on their next tour for Pointe Hope. So.
Wow. I would be a nervous wreck.
What if, for Nights Make Memories, Sean was like, "Hey, I got this cool violin part. Would you want me to play with you guys?" Felicia be like, all you had to say was, "I got this cool violin part." Yes, bring it on
Ryan
up.
Key could say, "Do you want me to
do you want
sing
to do a
duet here?"
Yeah.
Done.
I remember this is
take my card.
This is a true story. Oh, it's like that TikTok where it's like boom,
yes.
boom, boom, boom. True story. For Felicia's wedding, Ryan Key, Yellow Card was already broken up for a year, and he was doing this thing where he was like, you would contact him, and he would come out to like
he didn't come
that like your like wedding or parties or whatever. I was going to contact. I remember we mentioned Felicia. I was like, "What if I did this?" She said, "I would die." I legit looked into it, but he was on tour, so I didn't even ask him because I knew it was gonna be no. Because I was like, maybe it's close. It was like, I don't know. It was somewhere not even close to here. I was like, it's not gonna work. That would have been. I was like, can you imagine? Felicia even told me, she's like, Jamal with them, but like, who's this? Felicia would be like, I don't care. I'd be front and center, like, sing the song, sing them to me.
Sing it to me.
Sing it to me.
You know what song actually from Yellow Card has been? It was on me and Jeremy have a playlist on Spotify.
Oh,
I do check quite often.
I always forget about it, honestly.
Oh, I be on that daily. The Yellow Card song, "Places Will Go" was on there.
Ooh, I love that song.
Man, I listened to it and I said, that's a good song.
The first time we heard that album, or the EP actually, was on vacation. Remember we were in, where did we stay? It was 2023. Because I remember I was in the car like, "Hey, Yellow Card's EP," and Jamal was like, "I'll put it on." I remember him saying something about a song. You're like, because it was like a faster song. You're like, they're not all like this, Jamal. He's like, "Oh, okay. I remember that song came on, and I was like, "Oh, that song." He wrote that song for, I forgot what he was like, crowdfunding so he could have his own studio, which later on you found out was because Yellow Card was breaking up, so he could use it, whatever. And he made that song for someone because you could like personalize song. And he said he made it. And he said, he just had it in his back pocket. And he said they were trying to figure out what songs. He's like, "Hey, I had pretty much this entire song already done. You guys just want to do this song?" And he said the Yellow Cardified it. I know there's parts in the song, he said, that are the same recording from when he originally recorded it.
Interesting.
Because I heard that song before, and then they had a thing on Twitch, on someone's Twitch, that played the whole thing, and then that song was like, oh. Plus they have Chris Carrabba from Dashboard Confessional on there. That's a band I want to see, Dashboard Confessional. I like to see them live. But yeah, that song is beautiful.
Oh, it's good.
So go check it out. The Places Will Go by Yellow Card. I was addicted to that for a minute.
Plus, I listened to it like a lot the other day because I feel like I'm once like you listen to a song. Jamal's the opposite because he'd be like, "I can't listen to that song for 10 years because it's so good. I will replay that over and over and over."
Like right now, that's me and Daddy Cop. Is that a baton in your pocket? Yellow Card. I've been listening to a lot of their Lift to Sail album. That's a very good album. That's an album people didn't like as much because it was way different than the other ones, but I still like it very, very much.
Very much.
Man, but yeah, Places to Go. Now I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Take a listen. It's your turn, by the way.
Yes, it is. Let's see. I have many things here. Let's just go for Buffalo Phil's.
Classic.
It's delicious restaurante. Excuse me. Sorry. They have good chicken tenders from there. Why did I just blank on everything I was gonna say about this place?
I don't know. Buffalo Bill. Jeremy has to look it up now.
I do, because not Buffalo Bills, Buffalo Phil's. Sorry, whoa. I just got distracted, I guess. That's not the place with the cars, right?
The car? You mean the car up front? That's a Moose Place.
That's what I thought. Well, they do have a car. It's like a Hummer. But that's different. Yeah. This is the place that for your food gets sent to you. It's by train.
Choo choo.
Which probably it's like a toy train. It probably sounds stupid to you, but it's not. It's actually really cool.
Jeremy loves them trains.
Yes, I do. I didn't even plan for that to be like a 1-to-1, that thing you said earlier, but yeah.
Choo choo.
And delicious food.
What'd you get when you went there?
Chicken tenders. Chicken tendies. I love me some chicken tenders. Listen, all the smack talk about people who have chicken tenders, that's all they eat. Shut up. They're delicious, okay? And each place, they taste different, okay? That's all I'm going to say.
That's all he's going to say.
That's all I'm going to say about that. Buffalo Phil's, go eat it.
I'm going to stay on the food, and I'm going to say they didn't have this back in the day. Not that least the night that we never went. Big Boy Burger.
I have that on my list too. I saw that. I'm like, I never got that before.
That's like a classic. Let me look at a picture of the guy. Could you be like, that place?
had it. I'm pretty sure they had it. When did it open? Let's see. Big Boy.
This is Big Boy Burger.
Oh, it just opened.
Well, then that's why.
2024, last year, September.
I know Jamal's always wanted to go to a Big Boy Burger. I would go just because, like, look how cool the guy looks. Where is he?
Me too.
So I would go. I always find something to eat. But what are they yapping about? Obviously, it's a burgers and fries kind of place.
Which we love. I know I love.
Kids walking around. But yeah, so if you're looking for a burger and fry place, go there. I don't. As far as I know, there's not been any around here before.
Not that I know of.
The only other ones I'm seeing is like they have like Missouri and Minnesota. So nowhere around here. So
nope. Minnesota.
If you really the Minnesota, you know who's a Youper.
They probably don't watch, so they probably won't get that reference. The person we're talking about. Was that your stomach?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
I heard a noise.
I can guarantee you he don't watch. So I'll call him out, Gavin. I know he don't watch.
I like the silence there. And like
a lot of people don't watch, actually.
Yeah.
And
including the person who gave us the thing.
How dare you? How dare you?
How rude.
We're just here having a good time chatting. But shout out to those who do watch. Thank you very much. Right. You are appreciated.
You the people. So next one I'm going to say is Moose Jaw, which is pizza. And this is why I want to look at that.
That's what I was talking about with the moose.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone goes there if they stay in the Dells. You can get one of those little paper moose antler crowns if you go there. A little hat.
Actually, we did for Uncle Dave's birthday the one year, and we thought he wasn't going to like it. He was wearing the with pride. He was happy. He's like, it's my birthday. He had the hat on, everything. He's like, send me that song. He was very happy.
That's a pretty big restaurant, too.
It is. I was surprised when I got in there. I'm like,
but
damn.
I feel like if anybody goes to Wisconsin Dells and they post their pictures, they got that in the picture. They're going to Moose Jaw.
Oh, yeah. Makes me want to go. We need to go to Wisconsin Dells.
I forget how far it is from here.
I used to think it was like 4 hours, but it's not.
No. We always just have shit and we're like, we'll go here instead.
We still need to figure out what we're doing for our June vacation.
I know. Comment down below. What should we do? Or
according to this, it says it's 2 hours. Oh, only 2 hours and 21 minutes.
That ain't shit. Comment down below where we should go, or if you would like to donate money.
Yeah, let us know.
So we could go somewhere even better.
Kalahari is 2 hours 15.
Oh yeah, so 2 hours. Let us know. We can get some information if you want to donate any money.
They got a Cracker Barrel. They got a Quick Trip, Pizza Ranch. We had that.
Or
before.
If you need our information to buy us plane tickets,
let us know, man. I forgot to add this one. I almost said it out loud, but we just had this guy. Well, because they have more stuff nowadays.
I have on here the Tommy Bartlett Exploratory Interactive Science Center.
They used to have a water park, or not water park, a water show, which I went to.
Why'd they shut it down?
Money, basically, and people didn't go as much because when we went, because the thing we got to go because you stayed somewhere they gave you tickets for free. Mm-hmm. And first of all, it was in the middle of summer, but it was cold. Like I didn't even have a. I did not think I had a hoodie, and it was cold as shit. Mm-mm. And they had like 3 like big things of stands, and all they had was the one in the middle, whatever. But I think it was around COVID or whatever. They said that's just not worth it or something. I think they blamed it on something. I don't know. But either way,
blamed it on something.
You know how those companies are.
Well, if you go to the Science Center, you can touch one of those electric big balls where your hair stands up.
Let it rip.
That's always fun. But yeah, like a hands-on science museum. So that's always fun to do. Make sure you bring hand sanitizer for afterwards.
Yes, absolutely. That's what fanny packs are for.
Yes,
I'm going to say the place that I just remembered to put on there, and that is B-Lux Burger, or Bar and Grill, sorry. They got that, and I just saw this.
Whoa, that is crazy. I might be out for the rest of the day if I eat that. I know.
Man, it just looks good.
I'm done.
Like, to me, this is a little over the top, though.
What is that? It's like pulled pork on a burger? That's what it looks like.
Pulled pork, I didn't think I'd like it. It's actually pretty delicious. Ooh, here's something we like. Cheese curds.
Oh, yeah. Got to get the cheese curds.
So, yeah, B-Lux Burger. They put a B on top of the bun. Here's another thing.
So they got milkshakes. That's their thing.
Yeah, well, grill and bar, it says. But they have milkshakes. They have lots of fancy milkshakes.
Yeah, so they're a milkshake.
Yeah, so there you go. Ooh,
But all the boys come to the yard
this
there.
rat. I love rats. That reminds me of Red Robin.
I love milkshakes.
I do love milkshakes, especially when they bring the boys to the yard.
I already made that joke. You missed it.
I know, but I'm repeating it. I'm stealing your joke. Anyways.
This guy. The House on the Rock. That's definitely a classic there. Jeremy has to look it up. He doesn't remember.
I just remember, yeah.
There's a house.
Oh, yep.
And it hangs off of the edge. Like, I'm not sure how much, but it's a lot. So you can go in there and walk out. It's actually bigger than I thought it was.
Have I ever been to this?
I don't think we went to. I'm not sure if it's at the same one or not. But do you remember the one we went to where it was like you were like in a tilted room?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's at the same thing, but I could be wrong. I'm just looking for the picture of where the house. So this is kind of just a drawing of it, but as you can, there's a lot of these huge rocks, as I was saying there, and see, it's like,
yep,
on top of the rock. But there is a part. Where is it? Where you see. There's like a walkway you can go out on, and okay, it's called the Infinity Room. Kind of hard to tell in here, but it's like this room you go out and you're off of the rock at this point.
Right.
I don't know how they worked it out so it balances and but
it does something.
It does, so you don't die, I guess, but
I mean, it's always a good thing if you don't.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of other different rooms in there too to go through. You just got to buy a ticket and you can go through everything. This kind of shows it. See, like that point is hanging off the rock?
Yeah, that's the picture that I seen.
Yeah, so you can walk out there. But there's like a bunch of rooms in there, like this whale room. And, oh, wow, they're celebrating 65 years.
Look at that.
Well, it's been there quite some time. Hopefully it's still,
delicious.
What do you call it? Delicious. I hope that it's still pretty, secure.
So I'm looking at food. Sorry.
Oh, he's been there a long time.
I'm sure they did good things.
I don't know. Okay. So if you want to go, it is $35 a ticket. Self-guided tour, which is nice. I honestly kind of do like more of a self-guided thing if someone trying to tell you where to go the whole time and kind of tying you up.
Right.
So you should check that out. House on the Rock.
There you go. I'm going to say this place I'm looking at right now, which I was double checking the name if this is the right place, and that is Huckleberries.
Huckleberries.
Which has delicious sweets. It's a bakery. Let me get a picture here for you. Oh, they have ice cream too. Nice.
Donuts.
Oh, ice cream and bakery. There's the bakery stuff.
Love a good bakery.
It looks fresh too. I love a good bakery and fresh bakery. This is the
Bakery's
inside.
good for you can go in the morning or just a little like treat during the day.
I love me some bakeries.
Get yourself a little pastry, a little
some
donut.
Brownies. Yeah, donut's good any time of the day. It's good for like a meal or for it's a snack, you know?
I just remembered I had iced tea from hours ago and I forgot about it.
Oh, that's sad. Where is it?
It's in the kitchen, but it was hours ago.
Damn. There's some cookies.
I love a good cookie. You know
There's a
whose
big
cookies
cookie
I
store.
want to try? That
Who's
sounds
that?
crazy. Summer House
Hmm.
in Disney Springs.
Me too.
They opened up. We never got to go.
Nope. So if anyone wants to let us go out there with we can do a podcast for you guys. There you go.
Oh, we'll do a podcast. We can create any kind of content. You want us to do some skits? I got you.
Oh yeah.
Anything. I'm gonna sell the Dell's Mining Company. So they have like all like the gemstones and stuff like that, but they also have like the interactive thing where you get like the little sifting pan and you can sift through the sand and the rocks and try to find any gems or like the gold like they used to back in the day. I don't know if you know, but there was gold in the Dells years ago.
That is a fact.
So they do have a few different mining things over there, but that's fun. I remember doing that like a long time ago.
Many, many, many moons ago.
Yeah, and what happened with the stuff that I got? Remember I
don't
had
know.
a few gems.
I don't know. Dad should find those home videos and post them so we can watch them.
Oh, yeah.
I used to watch those all the time as a kid.
Like the one where you sat. I think that was it the Dells or was that Mercer where you were sitting on the goat?
I think it was the same vacation, but I don't remember where it was at.
Yeah, Jeremy was sitting on a goat.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, your turn.
Oh, okay, perfect. Mine is going to be, I never had it, but it's called Hot Dog Avenue. It has
Sean's gonna love
hot
that.
dogs. I love me some good hot dogs.
Loves
Hot
some glizzies.
That's right. Love me some glizzies. To me, that's summertime.
Glaziers?
Burgers and glizzies, man.
Do you know I really want you guys one time in the summer, put some glizzies in a thermos and do a glizzy at the turn.
Glizzy at the turn. I really want to do that, honestly.
Pack of buns, put glizzies in a thermos.
I'm not even lying. Like, I'd even leave it in the back. When it's kind of warm out, it'll heat those buns up. You'll be good to go. Think about it.
I don't know why you guys don't do that.
We should. We need more snacks next time we go golfing.
Yeah.
That's because John and Thaddeus usually rely on me to bring snacks.
Where's the snacks?
Where's the snacks, Jeremy? I was just telling John today, I was like, when we going golfing? He's like, we got to figure it out.
Well, the weather's been but.
That's part of
buns
it.
Is.
He's like, oh, we can go tomorrow. It's going to be 70 degrees. I said, John, it's supposed to storm tomorrow.
Yeah, it's supposed to storm.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like bad storms, too, they say.
So sick of this weather.
Anyway, Hot Dog Avenue. I love me some good hot dogs.
I have on here Top Secret. It actually looks like an upside-down White House.
I always forget about that place, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think if you drive anywhere through the Dalles, through that main strip there, you've seen it.
Yep.
It looks like a White House, but it's upside down. And it's top secret, so they can't tell you what's inside unless you go inside.
Yep. Did we ever go inside of that thing? No. I didn't think so, which means we need to.
But we've been in the parking lot.
Yes, we have. And we
I don't know why.
I don't know either. I don't know. I'm going to say Pizza Pub. That's right. Food again.
Pizza.
Pizza, because I love me some pizza. Let's see. Pizza Pub. Let me get a picture here. Pizza Pub, Wisconsin Dells. Excuse me. Sorry. Why is that from 8 years ago? It doesn't say Pizza
I
Pub.
thought you were going to say your burp was from 8 years ago.
See, it's like a pizza buffet.
Ooh, yeah. That looks good.
I love me some pizza buffet, man. I feel like this is the place I ate before my prom. Because we had somewhere that looked like this. Honestly, I think this is the place. It is. This is the place.
So, I think you did.
Well, you weren't. Oh, yeah, you were with us. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Because we ate in that back room right there, actually, behind
Yes, we did. And we were right by a window.
What was happening?
What, when we did it?
I had a random flashback memory. I remember sitting in that back room. We were eating at the table, but I remember being sad.
Maybe it's because who you were with. Who knows?
Could be it. Could be it.
I also was probably because we were supposed to spend the night, and then all of a sudden, the last minute, we're not spending the night. I was so sad. They're probably being an idiot. But I remember being sad because everyone's there was like, oh, we're spending the night. It's going to be great. And I'm like, I got to drive home at the end of the night. I gotta go home. We gotta go home. No, but it's a buffet pizza, man. And I love pizza and I love buffets. So.
I do remember it being good.
I remember being delicious.
Jeremy said, you ever been sad? Eat some pizza.
I seen a thing from the person, overly attached girlfriend. Her name is Lena or whatever. But she posted once. He's like, the nice thing about, this is the room we were in. You can't see you can't see right, but that's like the floor.
Yep.
She's like, oh, the thing about cheesy gordita crunch is if you're ever sad, you get a cheesy gordita crunch, but if you're happy, you can also get a cheesy gordita crunch. I'm like,
right.
Truer
it's
words
there for every emotion.
Yeah, I'm like, truer words have never been spoken right there.
True.
I love myself a cheesy gordita crunch. Anyway, back to.
I thought you were saying I love myself.
I got some mozzarella sticks. I love mozzarella sticks. They have a little arcade there. Look at this.
Oh, some
that's from
breakfast action.
a year ago. Yeah, so. I'm seeing we just need to spend a few days out there if we can at some point. We got mac and cheese.
Oh, there you go.
I love mac and cheese, man. There we go. This is where we are at. Like in the back. But that's the view we had.
That is true.
Okay, we're looking out. Like my classmates are like, when are you going to show up? I'm like, well, I think we got there early. I'm like, well, it's still going to be a little bit.
I'm eating some
like, oh, we're here already. Like, oh, I'm at the hotel room. I'm like, not me.
Not me. I'm eating
Not
pizza.
Me. Anyways.
The other thing I was going to mention, but sadly it's no longer there, was the Spreckers that was in Wisconsin Dells, but that also has been changed to the same restaurant.
Really? I did not know that.
Lake City Social.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So how disappointing is that?
Spreckers are so good.
So good. And they're... Oh, really? But you're still going to have the same cups?
Really? Wow. How are they going to do that? When's that from, though?
A year ago.
Oh, then they still got them. I want to try it.
That Spreckers is just so good.
I have some in the fridge downstairs. I need to drink.
But since I can't do Spreckers, my thing is Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum.
That's a fantastic one right there.
For some reason, that always reminds me of the guy that sticks his eyes out really far.
Yep. It reminded me of the tall dude because they had the tall dude standing outside.
Oh, yeah. But there's a lot of like, what is that? Wild stuff. I hear Jeremy's TV in the background. No, I was saying a lot of wild stuff in there. So if you like seeing all that stuff that's in the book, you can see it. I would say in real life, but obviously it's not the real people. What? Why is my umbrella in here?
Your umbrella's in there.
My umbrella's in here.
Why is your umbrella in there?
I don't know.
One I have, I thought it was just the area, but apparently it's just a place, but it's called the District. But it's like in downtown. It has food and stuff, but the
downtown area is pretty nice.
That's what I was thinking. Hold on. This is the view. This is one of the rivers she's talking about.
The river.
Rivers and roads, man. Their food looks pretty good.
And roads.
That's pretty much sounds like.
I have to listen to it.
Rivers, till I meet you. Because they got a nice downtown area and too. That's where all the stuff's at.
Yeah, that's where all like the good stuff is. You could definitely like walk around there and walk to a bunch of different stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
be in the downtown.
They have like a bunch of like souvenir shops and stuff down there. We spent a lot of time there when we were there. Lots of food places. I still wear one of my shirts from then. My purple Wisconsin Dells shirt is from last time I went. I need a new one. I have a hoodie. I think I gave it to Boo or someone at one point because I never wore it.
Probably.
Yeah, good times. Well, yeah.
Well, the only other thing I have on here is they boat tour cruise dinner. So you can actually go. Yeah, they have lots of boats in the river.
That's on mine too.
But you can go in there, get yourself some dinner, and ride around in the boat.
There you go.
Being on boats is fun, especially when they're like sturdy boats like that and they're going slow. So it's not like a just boat flying through and stuff.
Right.
So go ahead, get yourself some relaxing dinner. Enjoy the views. A beautiful sunset, because who doesn't love that? I did see a picture today of a sunset over an ocean, and I thought to myself, like, God, I need that. But not going to happen.
Not for a little bit, anyway.
For a long bit.
The only other place I'm going to mention
get sponsored.
Is Paul Bunyan's.
Oh, classic.
I don't remember ever eating there, but it's just because
as children.
Yeah. But it's just iconic.
I went there when we went last time, and
like that's the inside.
The tables, yes, are these like picnic table style ones, and they have really long ones. So there is a good chance that you'll probably be sitting at this long table with other families. And a lot of their stuff is family style.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll bring you like their thing is the donuts they bring out. I think they were like, are they cinnamon or something?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, they'll bring the donuts out. That's your little appetizer. Wow, they just put it on the table like that.
It's in a little container thing. See,
I don't see a container.
It's sitting in. It's on like a plate. Like the table is the red thing.
Oh, okay.
Felicia's like, what is wrong with them?
Who is that person? But that's another iconic place. If you're gonna go to the Dells, you're probably gonna eat at Paul Bunyan's.
You should, and that's.
I know they got like all the breakfast stuff: eggs, biscuits, and gravy.
There's someone putting some maple syrup on their stuff.
Yeah, and they bring it out all in big bowls from what I remember, and you kind of just...
This is from 10 years ago. Look how happy these people are. That's definitely a promo photo.
Oh, no way. That's a real family.
Anyway, that's all I had.
Oh, well, there you go. So you should check out the Dells.
There's many more things that I probably forgot.
There's a lot of stuff there. They do have events there. There's like a big car event. I know that happens there every year.
I know there's a couple places for like venues for bands to play and stuff. Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, I've seen the videos where the car show is, and like you can't even move on the street.
Really, that many people?
You're just stuck in traffic.
Oh man.
No, too many cars.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
It's fun to some.
Not to me.
Fun to some.
Fun to some.
Fun to some. That sounds weird. Fun to some.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
What can you do? I had something else to mention, and now it had slipped my mind. I should have wrote that down. So I will just say, don't forget, check out Pointe Hope. Got to get on there. We did get a couple new followers. YouTube, we ain't got that many followers. And I'm trying to get them up before we do release some music. And I hope y'all enjoy it. Make sure also, if you're watching this, even if you dislike it, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Yeah.
And because even if you do hate us, put down a comment and let us know.
Yeah, haters
okay?
are motivators, man. Plus, we're the world's most hated podcast, so might as well make us the world's most hated band.
We are. So don't forget. Hey, look at that.
Nice.
Hopefully the weather turns up and we can finally get outside, get some golf. We can talk to you guys about our golf.
We could.
But
I look forward to it. There'll definitely be a
good
vlog
weather.
somehow.
Oh yeah.
I got the GoPros going.
And keep an eye out, like I said, in Pointe Hope. Hopefully a new reel coming out. Hopefully this weekend.
Let's hope so.
And
by the time you see this, hopefully it's already out.
Yeah, and I'll say, and hopefully you had a good Easter.
Oh yeah, happy Easter.
Yeah, hopefully you had a good Easter. However you're celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that stinks is that I feel like places shall be closed that Monday after because, oh God, I'd be exhausted when you go to work the day after a holiday.
Mm-hmm. Especially for you, because you guys got to go to 3 different places.
Yeah, God.
I have just one and I'm tired. I have to work that morning. Normally I'll take a nap after work, but moms are like, you gonna come over right after? I'm like, I guess so.
I'd be telling everybody too, like, man, I'm tired, man.
It's a lot of work, man. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I think about that pretty much on a daily event.
On a daily event?
Well, not a daily event, but pretty much. I say at least every other day, probably that comes to my mind. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad.
So, next week, you can check us out. We will be discussing. The thing is that we have to break it up into sections, so I don't know how the sections are all going to come out yet.
Unless we had the one other thing we were going to talk about, which was things to do in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't discussed that one yet. So Chicago, then that's the other thing.
Then we'll go to the other thing.
We'll dangle the carrot for one more week, yeah.
Guess I won't tell you.
No. Although something I said recently is kind of an Easter egg towards it.
Ooh.
Think about what I said. Anyways.
You said a lot of things. Make sure you go on over to Mike Cover. Go check them out. Click our affiliated link down below.
Magic Candle Company for 10% off, or 15% off, sorry, for them.
And use our codes.
WB Energy. And of course, shout out to our friends over at Overthinker for our intro and outro song.
Yes, thank you guys so much. So make
sure our PO box. Make sure you send us something to our PO box. I haven't checked it in a minute.
Check it out.
I forgot to text Felicia earlier because hey, check the PO box. I keep forgetting to check it.
I would say I would try to do it Saturday before they close. We're only open for a short time.
Mm-hmm.
But I do really need to get my emissions done.
You still haven't done it yet?
No, I don't get paid till tomorrow. Oh. What do you want me to pay with? Hopes and dreams?
Yeah, that's what we all do. Do you know where to go to get it done?
Oh, yeah. Same place I always go. Big Belly Man.
Big Belly Man?
Yeah.
Big Belly Man?
Oh, that's what Jamal calls him.
Oh. Anyways,
make sure and no fat shaming. Jamal called him that. That wasn't me.
Oh, you're throwing your arms up?
Wasn't me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and share. We are So We Don't Forget. I'm Felicia.
And I'm Jeremy.
Toodles.
Here they do.